What's up everyone, it's StrangeLuv here, and I'm back with another rare character showcase on Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. And today I'm going to show you guys the last two rare zombie characters from the Zomboss Down DLC, so let's go check them out. First up is a zombie that'll tell us whether or not X really marks the spot. He is the Archaeologist. As far as appearances go, I think this rare zombie character is probably one of my favorites so far. With a torch on one shoulder and a bucket of treasure on the other, the Archaeologist is definitely channeling his inner Indiana Jones. He's got a special gun called the Excavator that shoots artifacts for ammo, and on the character description card his gun is supposed to be embellished with some golden snakes, but maybe the Archaeologist asked why it had to be snakes and somehow got them taken off. Who knows? Now, I love the look of the Archaeologist, and with the torch on his back it gives him a little bit of extra flair when he moves. As far as gameplay goes, if you're trying to go for vanquishes, the Archaeologist is a little tricky to use just because he's a very short-range character. Plus, instead of doing spray damage like the other scientists typically do, the Archaeologist does impact damage, much like the Astronaut does with his moon rocks. However, a character like the Astronaut plays much more like a sniper because he is long range with impact shots, whereas the Archaeologist is short range with impact shots, so it's like he has a really powerful shotgun, but you gotta be up close. Now, to make up for this drop-off in damage, the Archaeologist does have a larger magazine compared to the other scientists. The Archaeologist has about 12 shots per magazine, while the other scientists typically have about 5 or 6 shots. So when you're using the Archaeologist, just try to get as close as you can to the enemy, just get right up on them, and since he doesn't have that spray damage, you'll have to work on your accuracy and try to focus those shots to make the most out of those 12 artifact shots that you do get. Now, the next rare zombie character hopes to be the true king of the ring when it comes to Plants vs. Zombies. He is the Wrestling Star. Weighing in at 250 undead pounds, the Wrestling Star enters the ring sporting a zombie heavyweight championship belt and a copious amount of spandex. And I think my favorite part about the Wrestling Star is his signature move, the super driving sleeper lunge. Actually, he doesn't do that at all, but he does have a gun called the Pile Driver, which comes equipped with a couple turn belts and even a folding chair wedged on as the main mechanism. The Wrestling Star's Pile Driver gun shoots wrestling figures, kind of like zombified Stretch Armstrong dolls, that do impact damage at mid-range. Now, the thing that sets apart the Wrestling Star from the other All-Stars is the fact that he has a much slower fire rate. And I gotta be honest with you guys, his slower rate of fire combined with the fact that he's a mid-range character really makes him seem less effective than the other All-Star variants, and I think I personally would prefer using even the basic All-Star over the Wrestling Star. Now, I've tried playing with the Wrestling Star many times to try and get used to this character and find some kind of redeeming quality about him, but unless you're always at that perfect mid-range distance with him, or if you're last hitting an enemy that's already hurt, he's just not as effective as the basic All-Star. He doesn't have like a higher health, he has the same HP as the other All-Stars at 200 HP, and his shots don't even have extra residual damage like how the Fire or the Toxic characters do, which would make up for his slower fire rate. So personally, I don't think the Wrestling Star is really my style, and maybe I'm just not used to the character, but if I'm gonna pick from this class, I'm probably gonna pick one of the other All-Star variants. But maybe some of you guys know how to use the Wrestling Star a little better than I do, and maybe you can give me some tips down below in the comments, and let me know what you think of this rare character. Alright you guys, that wraps up another rare character showcase in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. These were the last two zombie variants from the Zomboss Down DLC, and I will be covering the last two plant variants very soon, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for watching, stay strange my loves, and until next time, this is StrangeLuv signing out.